times are getting hard.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, and trick-or-treating door-to-door with me tonight are Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's very
trick-or-treat, give me something good to eat.
And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Washington, where the Wizards will be going up against the New York Knicks. For New York, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. And the ghouls and goblins are out as we're hosting here on Halloween night. Oh, that is very scary, Shaq. I see you decided not to dress for the occasion.
Well, when you're 7 feet and as sexy as I am, you don't need a costume. Plus, I took my kids trick-or-treating before I came here. Ernie, father duties.
Wow. I just remember the worst trick that I ever got in the bag.
Trick in the
on
bag?
Trick-or-treat. Yeah, it was the worst
trick in the bag.
The worst trick in the bag I've ever got.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this. Happy Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup in the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Battle in the Eastern Conference, this D.C. crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. This, their first look at this year's New York squad. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Not a lot of competition, really. I mean, they're playoff caliber and took care of business against a team that wasn't playoff caliber and maybe still isn't.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Maverick out there with Flash. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Big Smooth. And it's the Great One in at the 3. Here's Flash. Gortat with the rebound. Morgan the pass to Maverick. Here's Big Smooth. And the rebound goes to Nene. And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver, the first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, he came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. He really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's a very good point.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away. You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Pass to Gortat. He dishes it to Nene. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Maverick and the pass to Morgan from 12 feet out. That's good on the jump shot. Flash has got his second bucket.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
And the Knicks with possession here. Here's Big Smooth. Drills it from outside. Big Smooth got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Outside, Wall passes to Nene. Feeds to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Nene. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Hibbert.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Hibbert with the screen. Maverick passes to Hibbert. He used that pick to get in close.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. Listen, the Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
Here's Nene. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Outside, Wall. Nene, the screen. And Wall kicks to Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Beal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And for the Knicks and their play against the rest of the conference, guys who've been talking about only Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And you know, Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
And so it's Washington with it, following the score by New York. There's a screen by Gortat. The three. Beal can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 4. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Randy Whitman gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He stressed how important being smart with the ball is going to be for them today. It's an opponent that thrives on defense, steals in particular, and he doesn't want to see his guys get careless with the basketball. Guys?
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against today. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this D is going to be easy. And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be, the 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Porter comes in for Jared Dudley. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Shot from 12. Porzingis can't hit. Talking about Bradley Beal's potential, it's not just the shooting, it's also the passing, and you really don't think of him as a passer, but for such a young two-guard, he's extremely unselfish, averaged over 3 assists a game over the past 2 years.
And the true stars of our game feature versatility. And here's a guy that has also tremendous upside as a rebounder. I mean, how about getting 7 boards almost a game the one year he was in college? So he understands the importance of impacting other areas. I mean, last season he had his highest steals average of his career, and everything's upside with this young man. The sky's the limit.
Excellent point.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Now, here's Porter. His last outing, he had 8 points. And the layup falls.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's Covington. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Knicks 4th.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Oubre's checked in for the Wizards. Gary Neal comes in for Bradley Beal. And New York with a change here, too. Mirotic is checked in for Porzingis. Now here's Sessions. He nails it, and we're tied up. Sessions has got his first 2 points.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
They've got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches in every play. It counts.
And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Here's Mirotic. Outside, Green to end the run. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Wizards lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. When you have that hit Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg. You are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Wizards. Oubre out there with Humphries. On its Wall. Then there's Nene. And it's Neal in at the shooting guard position. And Washington making a change here. Dudley's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. The great one comes in for Big Smooth. And Flash is subbed in for Daniel Green. Nene, the screen. No good on the quick three. Knicks trail by 5. Mirotic, the screen. Pass to the great one. Here's Flash. He's guarded by Dudley. They set the screen. Morgan the pass to Biyombo. The shot misses. And it's Washington the other way. Looking at the Wizards, they weren't as lauded as other teams last season, but the Wizards were a ferocious group on defense. Numbers support that. Their activity, Greg, could really bother teams.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, oftentimes people look at them and think offense, but it really was, to your point, Kevin, the defense was the strength of that group. I mean, they do get out in transition, but it was the defense, I thought, that really allowed them to become elite.
Here's Wall, finished off the break. And now a 9-point Wizards lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Here's Biyombo. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Gortat has come in for Oubre, and Beal subbed in for Gary Neal. Here's Morgan. The Knicks rebound. Biyombo kicks to Covington. Here's Flash. He's covered by Beal. The second chance effort. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Morgan. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it was about lacking confidence in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was too much for them to overcome.
Wizards leading by 4. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Had the space there, but it's offline. The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. That's good. The great one's got his first basket of the night. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Swiped away. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for us.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Porter's checked in for Nene. Then for the Knicks, Roy Hibbert's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Flash. There's the pick. Wall dishes to Gortat. To the middle, here's Dudley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. and he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, that maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Sessions passes to Gortat. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
And the Wizards making a change here. Humphries checked in. And then for New York, Taj Gibson's checked in for Porzingis. Big Smooth comes in for the great one. And it's Green in for Langston Galloway.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland. So clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball. So you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Picked by Humphries. It's Beal on the wing. Tries again, and Hibbert with the block. To the wing right side. Here's Big Smooth, guarded by Porter. Chris Humphries comes up with the rebound. And here we go. Washington fast break, and he gets the bucket. Porter's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards. Started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best, that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
Gary Neal's checked in for Bradley Beal. The Knicks also changing it up. Fry comes in for Roy Hibbert. The Mavericks subbed in for Robert Covington.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now. But neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
And the Wizards really struggled post-All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason.
Here's Sessions to the wing right side. Porter, no luck.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Maverick passes to Big Smooth. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Oubre's checked in for Washington. Mirotic is checked in for the Knicks.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
20 seconds left here in the second. Here's Maverick. He's covered by Sessions. Now, here's Fry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Hits it from three-point range. Fry has got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Knicks.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. In the second quarter, we began to see what they're capable of when everything starts clicking, as they pulled out to a 7-point lead by the end of the. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girl! And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. A fantastic game here from Big Smooth in this one.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half, we've got the great one. Roy Hibbert is out there with Big Smooth. And there's Maverick. And it's Morgan in the two.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Last season, a mixed bag for Wall statistically. Some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't score as much as he had the previous 2 seasons, but he was more efficient. And sometimes, Kevin, the better your team, the less you have to do, but he clearly is a better player.
Here's the great one. He's guarded by Dudley.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Wizards trail by 10. Outside, Wall. Dishes it to Dudley. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Second, Marcin Gortat.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Washington calls timeout.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Taj Gibson's checked in for New York.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Flash, covered by Wall. And there's the pass to Maverick. Shot clock at 5. And Flash gets it to go. Flash has got 4 points this quarter.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Knicks leading by 7. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And Wall kicks to Dudley. Nene has the open look. It's rebounded by New York. Hibbert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Morgan, the pass to the great one. Fires the 3. Flash misses.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning pleasing basketball. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Outside, Wall. On its way from Dudley for 2. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Dudley's got 9.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
I think all three of us agree. John Wall, a tremendous all-around player.
Outstanding. Speed was what jumped out at me most when I saw him first at Kentucky. Now he's been able to harness that speed as a pro, and he makes plays that very few can make as a point guard.
He gives you a lot of different looks, doesn't he?
He sure does.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Chris Humphries has checked in for Gortat. Oubre comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Beal. Wall attacking. Shot from 12. And Washington again with the bucket.
And guys, John Wall, obviously one of the most electrifying players to enter the league in some time. Unreal body control, tremendous length and athleticism for a point guard. And that's one of the reasons he gets so many steals, blocks, and rebounds. All the extra things from his position that really add up.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Porter. The Knicks have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And Mirotic kicks to Green. Some nice passing by New York here. Porzingis passes to Gibson. Here's Porzingis, covered by Humphries. They get it back. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Green against Porter. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And, you know, guys, for Wall, the one thing he's still ironing out is his shooting stroke. It looks better every year, but doesn't necessarily go in more often, especially from 3. But even if he never becomes a great shooter, I think he'll remain one of the game's best all-around talents.
Sessions checked in for Washington. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Big Smooth, he's checked in for Taj Gibson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Picked by Humphries. And here's Sessions. It's deflected. Here's Big Smooth. It's deflected. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Porter in the corner. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Oubre. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Wizards making a switch here. Neal's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Fry's checked in.
And Washington put together a good season against the East last year. Ended up with that 46-36 record, with 30 of those wins coming against the rest of the conference.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sessions dishes to Humphries. And another miss by Washington. The Knicks leading by 10. Big Smooth the pass to Fry. From deep, Green. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks lead by 10. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Gary Neal is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Gortat in at the center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Passes it to Maverick. The 10-footer. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Mavericks got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. Inside, there's a screen by Gorchak. And Hibbert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. Nene, he's checked in for Gary Neal. And a switch here also for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Big Smooth. Off the screen. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Beal.
And that was Gortat. He usually scores, but that time set a nice screen.
Ball with the steal. Here's Dudley. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Deflects the pass. And Dudley kicks to Beal. There's the feed to Dudley. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Pass to Flash. Takes it from 10. Rebounded by the Wizards. Nene's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Flash out to the wing. The great one passes to Morgan. 5 to shoot. Gibson for 3. Washington with the rebound. They host the Spurs after this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And Gortat kicks to Nene. Cranes it from 17 feet out.
When it rains and pours, another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
New York calls timeout.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. He's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high-percentage looks.
And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Just enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal, and then off to the races.
Yeah, that was big time right there, Clark. That's terrific basketball.
Beal gets a wide-open look. Another one falls for Washington. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through. Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
The dish to Dudley. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hibbert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Morgan the pass to Maverick. There's the 3. Rebounded by Dudley. Here's Washington now. They're on a 17-6 run. Right side Wall. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Knicks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9 out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And Washington making a change here. Porter's checked in. And here's Wall outside, and he gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 2.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. That is his first foul of the game. Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Wall kicks to Beal.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Off the inbound. Beal can't get that one to fall.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Beal with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Got a piece of it. Porter dishes the Wall. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Porter pulls it in.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And you like to see since the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
Morgan the pass to Big Smooth. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Big Smooth got 10 points in just the second half. Washington calls timeout. The score knotted at 72. 1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Wall. Knicks with the rebound.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
There's a screen by Gortat. There's Beal with the 3. Shot is off, and New York will come the other way. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Nails the tray.
That is a real nice-looking deep 3 ball there, fellas.
Yeah, Clark, major confidence on display.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot and game clock separated by 5, and that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Knicks with possession. Here's Maverick. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
That's his second personal foul.
He gets the first. That trims the lead to 6.
John Wall.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul at the line for the Wizards.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Knicks foul call. That's his second personal foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though.
2 shots.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 5. From the inbound. Oh, jam! I mean, just beautiful. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? And he ends up making the second, and that trims the lead to 6. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're up by 6. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nine seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And Sessions kicks to Neal. Takes a 3. Can't get it to go. New York calls timeout. What do you think, guys?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So it's New York picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game? He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.